Hey y'all, it's Anime Cameron. Today I'm going to be reading the first episode of Kouya no Kotobuki Hikoutai. Had to look in the screen because it's long, it's a fucking mouthful. And I gotta say, this anime, while it doesn't have detailed characters and it doesn't have the most extravagant story, it has a lot going for it. And at least seemingly off the first episode, because I haven't read any synopsis at all, going off this episode alone, it's pretty much seems to be follow our Chica, who is the main character, and her other friends. And seemingly off the first episode, it seems like they pretty much just protect the cargo of ships, at least just going off of the first episode. And I kind of like the premise because, for one, you don't see every day an anime that has like aerial combat with like realistic planes and jets and all of that. You don't really see that nowadays, so that gives this anime a more uniquer feel than some of the animes that are premiering this season. So that's a plus from a story standpoint. And while the characters really didn't get any fleshing out, I mean, it was to the point where I have this My Anime List thing open so that I can look at their names whenever I need to reference them. But while the characters didn't necessarily make a big impression, they weren't returns either. And there was at least one character, her name is Kiri, who at least made somewhat of an impression because right when they successfully protected this cargo, Kiri went after this one person that was a fighter pilot that was like a pirate that was trying to steal the cargo, and you see her get into like this pretty cool aerial pursuit, and it was a cool dogfight. And I gotta say, it was pretty intense. There was tension, but at the same time, I like how I'll give Kiri some characterization. It shows you that she's gutsy, she's got spunk on a simple scene right there. So, at the very least, while the characters, they're not flying off the page personality-wise, at least you got enough from one of these characters to be like, you know what, I'll follow this anime just because of that specific character. So that was nice. And they even gave her a moment near the start where she was eating packets and she was pushed off by this asshole who wanted to boast about his fucking flight rank, only for him to like be fucking owned when all the other chicks mentioned that they have a higher rank than he does. So this episode had good moments of humor here and there. It had tense moments too. Honestly, I felt a range of emotions watching this episode. But I never felt bored, which gotta give it props. And I did a good job in that. And so from a character standpoint, I'd say it's serviceable. From a story standpoint, I think it does pretty well because at the very least, with the job that our main characters have, it's going to set them up in a lot of combat situations. So at least if anyone's an action junkie and you like fighter jets or planes, you're going to want to watch this show because I was entertained thoroughly watching this first episode. So it does well from that standpoint, in my opinion. But if anyone wants to watch an anime with like a detailed epic, you might want to watch elsewhere. But for me, it gets the job done. As for the art, at times the art, it's kind of choppy because anytime they draw human characters with regular 2D animation, it looks good. But when they're CG'd, and there's the times where a lot of the characters are CG, they look robotic, it looks unnatural, it looks like looking at a plastic doll sometimes. Like when you see a character talk and they're CG, their hair when it falls, it looks like unnatural, looks like plastic instead of like smooth hair falling gracefully. And then the shading really gives away when it's a CG character. But when the CG is used properly, like when it's used for the cloud effects, when it's like nighttime, or when you see the fighter jets or planes or the cargo ship, it's all detailed, it's well done, and you can tell the animators give a lot of care towards it. So, kind of wish this episode would have been way better if they had hand-drawn all the human characters. But, I mean, for the most part, at the very least, they got the action sequences right and the art right. So, for the most part, for art, it does well. The animation was a standout. Honestly, all the planes and jets moved. There was like no issues there. It never felt choppy. It felt smooth. It felt fluid. I liked it. And even the hand-drawn backgrounds were phenomenal looking too. And it gets my praise. And the soundtrack was pretty pleasant, not gonna lie. And the voice performances were good too. So from the sound standpoint, it also does well. And so I'm gonna rate this episode a 6 out of 10, a bit above average. Honestly, the reason why I didn't rate it higher is because, again, the animation was kind of the CG animation for the human characters kind of did make it a mercy break, and had it not had that, I would probably given this like a 7 out of 10. But still liked what I saw, and I recommend any of y'all that want to see an anime with aerial combat to check it out. So anyways, guys and gals, get my thoughts on the episode. Comment down your thoughts on the episode below in the comment section. Rate the video, subscribe if you want to see more reviews and reactions. And I'll see you guys later. Subscribe for more. Alright, guys and gals, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.